you're scared to go out there and put yourself out there to get what you want, but you're not scared of what will happen if you stay in the same place. You're scared of the effort that it takes and the resources and things you need to do in order to get where you want to be. But is it worth it? Is staying comfortable worth your future and what you want? I don't think so. I think you're worth more than that, and you believe you're worth more than that, and you should be, and you have goals that are higher than you, bigger than your communities. And I don't think that you should be swimming in the discomfort in your head, not actually swimming in it, but thinking about swimming in it. I don't think us as a society should be dwelling on what is deemed as difficult and uncomfortable. Just, the only way to get comfortable is to be uncomfortable. To get comfortable with the discomfort, you need to do it in the first place so you can get exposure to it and you can get comfortable. That's why exposure therapy works, because you're rewiring the brain's connection to fear and the thing that you're trying to do, right? The reason why we get scared and we yell when we see spiders or we're at a high point and we're afraid of falling down, we start getting so stressed. Cortisol dumps in our body, adrenaline everywhere, because it's the brain's response. Your brain creates fear to protect itself. It creates a fear response as well. And for you to rewire your brain, the connection between heights and fear and cortisol, to change that, you need to expose yourself to those heights so your brain learns that just because I'm at a high height doesn't mean I'm going to die. It doesn't mean it's something I need to fear, and it's not something that is a danger to my health and my living. And that's why it works, because fear is not real. Fear is the brain creating something in fear. So if you're able to show it that fear is not rational and it's not realistic, it's not going to happen, that's how you get better. So if what's stopping you is the discomfort of working out, the discomfort of talking to people, the discomfort of putting yourself out there, the discomfort of getting in rooms, the only way out is through. You must commit and you must go, even if you're scared. And that is the way to get better. Trust me when I say it will get easier, it will get better, and you will get better. Okay? It's not something that you're doomed with forever. And you might realize that in no time, like in such a quick amount of time, you will transform your feeling. You will feel so incredibly different than the first time that you did it. You will feel so not nervous and shaky and fearful and awkward. Those are temporary. And once you give your body the opportunity, your body, your nervous system, your brain, the opportunity to stop being fearful, you will get comfortable. Okay? And discomfort is where growth happens. When was the last time you grew when you were in comfort? Did you grow when you were on the couch eating chips? Did you grow when you were, laying around doing nothing? Did you grow when you did anything but doing what you need to do? You don't grow in comfort, you grow in discomfort. And to level up, that's what you need to do. You need to force yourself to be in those positions. Those difficult, uncomfortable, and demanding places where you can rewire your brain. And again, this is not something that only applies to high ticket sales or entrepreneurship or business. It is a constant theme in the mortal world, the human community, body, everything. You don't learn when you're in survival mode. You learn when you're calm. You learn when, you stop being scared, when your brain stops dumping cortisol and adrenaline and it stops associating this thing with fear and danger. That's when you get better. And the only way to do that is exposure, like I said. In martial arts, you will not improve if you're constantly fearful. Why? Because your brain is not thinking in a way that allows you to see minute details, like your opponent is going to drop their shoulder before they throw a kick. If you were calm, then you would notice that, and every time they drop their shoulder, you would move out the way, even before they kick. Because now you're in such a safe mode where you're able to identify these little minute details that will get you the win. Fighting is about experience and technicality and timing and distance management. None of that can be gained if you're fearful for your life every time. And that's why it's so important to have exposure and good exposure, right? You don't want exposure to somebody that's going to actually hurt you. You want exposure to something that is harmless. So, say a friend that has your well-being at heart, in mind, and that's something where your physical safety can be compromised. But say in business, it's not, right? Like the fear of getting into a room, it has no physical effect on your well-being and your livelihood. It's just fear, which is all mental. There's no physical part in it. So in that case, you need to get exposure so your brain can rewire itself so you can succeed. And that's why exposure is the most important thing, and it will take you so far. If you ever want to get anywhere, expose yourself to that. They always say you're the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Why is that? Because you're exposed to these 5 people, right? You're exposed to them, their workloads, their mindsets, their ideologies, and their outlooks and their perspectives. So it's only bound to happen that if you're the 6th person, you will adopt these 5 people's mindset and habits. Everything is about exposure, proximity to where you want to be. People get to where they want to be by being around people that are already in the positions that they want to be. And that is exposure. They are being exposed to the money. They're being exposed to the leanness. They're being exposed to the workout ethic and the muscular growth and all this. So, expose yourself. And humiliation in the pursuit of human connection is a good thing. So, take it either way. Exposure to things that make you feel fearful, or exposure, being exposed and feeling humiliated can be a good thing. So, I hope you leave this with an action plan in mind, and please get after your goals. I'm rooting for you.